26-yard line.
Here we go.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tarheed still there for the stop. From 29, here's second down and 7.
Here we go.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
He looks forward for maybe a yard. And he Stutzman there for the stop.
On the line, ready?
So, from 37, here's second and 8.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
Set.
Got a man at corner, the tight end. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 5. On the ground, it's Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up third and 7.
Burrow now. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a toss left side for Robinson. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Bates' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
To return is Ricky Pearsall. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it is Brooks. We'll bring this up to the 22. Damone Clark, there to get him down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
So
line.
a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Commanders 1st down.
A run on 1st and goal. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling right. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The extra point is good. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Robinson hit. He's lost the ball. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Second down throw for Hurts. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
Now listen, I want to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
On third down, here's Brooks. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Crowd up, Yeti. Man.
Hurts working in the pistol. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
12. Done. 11. Hey, can. 11 empty. 12.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That is intercepted. Picked up by the former Sooner, Danny Stutzman. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Hurts. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he'll take this one in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Commanders. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. The Commanders move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11. And quickly pick up the first down.
I'm fine, ready?
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10
Here we go.
35-yard line.
They bring a tight end in motion left.
Stop.
On the give, it's Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Stop.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
I'm one, ready?
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. We'll come to the line now on second and 2.
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
180. Stop.
Now Robinson. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's the former Colorado Buff Travis Hunter. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down, Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Seattle. First touchdown of the game for the NFL's leader in rushing TDs. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Seahawks get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. Down at the 21, a gain of 1. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Don't touch it.
Here's Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On third down, it's Hurts. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Commanders first down. Here's Hurts. That's caught left side by Ingram. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. They had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Third and 9.
9 yards to go.
Again, Hurts. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. Hurts will try it again. Toward the sideline, that's caught by Pearsall.
And what a nice job there, getting his feet down on the sideline to secure his first catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, however the opportunity presents.
63.
Hurts again. Right back to Pearsall again. And the Commanders will use their third and final timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Now Hurts. That is going to be called in. He's got it. DeVonta Smith. Touchdown, Washington. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the beast we die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking a pride. I hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We kicking it right through the. A try here for the extra point. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
No touch. Hey, 73. Go silver, ready? No touch.
Now Hurts. Out to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
That's caught downfield by Smith. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Washington. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Bill King.
A first down throw for Hurts. That's to the right side and incomplete. DeVonta Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
Hey, easy, 63. Very set.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. That'll be swung out wide to Brooks. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Seahawks 11-yard line.
Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. And he's into the end zone yet again. DeVonta Smith, touchdown Commanders. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Now a flip to the kicker, this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of one, they get two. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. 180, 11 empty. 11 empty. Hey, that's your man. That's your man.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
On 1st down, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
11 empty. 11 empty.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
11 empty. Tank. 11 empty. Tank. Stop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10.
11, 11, 11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete contact, but the flags. Going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow throwing on 4th down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Great. Set. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Big John separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down.
Hey, Silver.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in, and he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey!
Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jonathan Brooks out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down.
Great. Hey, easy, 63, pass. Delta.
Here's Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. To throw is Hurts. That's caught left side by Ingram. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
Trimmer. Crown left Yeti. Delta.
Hurts to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
11. Here we go. Back.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. A modest gain. 82 yards. It's second down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll go again with Robinson. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and While some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They face second down and 7.
Gun.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Can.
Another run here for Robinson. Room to run at the 35. Past the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. It's a big run by Robinson. A gain of 57 yards.
First down.
Let's get set.
A 57-yard.
80.
First down, Seahawks.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And here comes Robinson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now
Here we go.
third and 5.
Cut. 180. What is that? 12. 11, Thomas. Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Seahawks. First down. First and goal.
Here we go.
8-yard line.
Can. Start.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
I'm one, ready?
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
Here we go. Start.
They'll run with Robinson. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Start. 180. What is that?
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal.
Start.
In motion is Barner. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
Let's get set. 180. What is that? Thomas.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Here we go. 12. 180. 12. 11 mighty. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And this will be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here of the defender just trusting those eyes and breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Anthony Gould was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Great. Hey!
Now it's Hurts. Flushed to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Hurts. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
At the 32-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed.